What's going on, people? Painless. I just want to talk a little bit about some things. We know and we've heard David Carroll has passed away. And I want to talk a little bit about that. It was no situation, but just that. And the reason is because my name and others, Brother Quasi 100, well, I should call him the brother Common Sense and Logic and Common Sense. Excuse me, brother, if I messed up your name. And our names have been tied together along, I would say, in the last decade, man. And I remember doing a show with David Carroll, Brother Common Sense and Logic and Common Sense. And it was a brother named Chad Josiah, I believe his name. Young guy, quote unquote, conservative, black conservative. And I remember, I think it's still on YouTube somewhere. You just punch in Painless, David Carroll, Quasi. I think that's when Quasi was calling himself a Quasi 100 at that time. And we had a good conversation. We all kind of, and then, you know, Tommy Sotomayor is always kind of thrown in there as people call. Look, don't revere me. I never wanted to be revered, which is why I really never had my face out there. You see, I'm still of the old school with social media. I'm a very private person, and I respect other people's privacy at the same time, okay? And some of y'all know who I look like. Some of y'all are even Facebook friends of mine, and you don't even know it. But there's some people that know me on Facebook, and that's fine. Because the things that I share on Facebook are for friends only. Well, Painless, you say you're a private person. Why are you showing when you at this game or when you on vacation here? It's because if you're a friend of mine and it's only friends only, that means I entrust you to look, like or don't like, whatever, keep scrolling, don't matter. I don't see you as a threat. I don't blast my locations. I don't tell people I ate lunch here. I walked out the door, opened my car door, put the key in ignition, put car in reverse, bag back, put car, look, some people do that. Some people, they got to let you know everywhere, everything that they're doing. Okay, that's not me. But truth be told, me and outside of what I just said with that little panel, I never talked to David Carroll. I've never communicated with David Carroll once, except that instant. And that was like, that interview, if you can find it on YouTube, that little panel, that little discussion, that little fireside, whatever you want to call it, that was over 8 years ago. 7, 8 years ago. You know, this idea that, you know, because there was a time where we would get called coons and all this stuff because certain similar views we had. Look, me and, like I said, we never got in the room and said, hey, this is what it's going to be. This is what we going to say. You know, we ain't had no members only jackets and shit like that. you know, man, this is our patch, man. Members, no. We just some guys that looked at the so-called black community and had some views that were similar about it. We weren't cooperating with one another. We weren't. I've never talked to Quasi, brother Logic and Common Sense. Excuse me. I've never talked to him on the phone. I've never talked. Tommy Sotomayor mentioned me once in a video a long time ago by S. Painless. And that's when I used to watch Tommy Sotomayor. I haven't watched Tommy Sotomayor, to me, he's still doing his thing. I'm indifferent to Tommy Sotomayor. I don't watch his videos because they're gimmicky now. They're clout now. And I talked about clout. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just I look at people like that. They're engaging in TMZ type commentary. It's just bullshit about bullshit. There's no substance. Now, Tommy Sotomayor used to have videos of, I deem this substance to me. Now, what he's doing now may be of substance to you. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'm indifferent to it. And we all got lumped together. Me, Brother Common Sense of Logic, David Carroll, and Tommy. Okay? Now, why I also don't watch Tommy Sotomayor, I quit watching really David Carroll's material because it became, to me, redundant. You know, I know his position. It wasn't, see, when I did a lot of videos, I would take a story and show you how this developed in context or in relation to the, how should I say, you know, into the psyche of the so-called black community. And I would do it that way if I'm explaining it to where you can understand. David Carroll, he started, to me, I think David Carroll was so entrenched into the psyche of the so-called African-American Negro, as he calls, that it just sounded, it started to go over your head a lot, to me, versus before when he first came out. And I've even heard guys who've done these tribute videos, and I listened to a couple of them just to kind of see. And I remember, and there was a guy called Wacky 100 World TV or something like that. And see, that's a guy I remember like from '09. Like these are '09. These are like mid-2000. These are platinum FUBU wearing guys. Not that they did that, but these guys were out when platinum FUBU was popping. You know, the Fat Albert designs and all that. That's how long these guys been in the game. And what he did was he broke it down and said, we were the 1.0 guys. And he didn't mention me, but I don't care about that. But he mentioned David Carroll because, of course, that was the topic of the video. But like I said earlier, our names are synonymous with each other. So, and he's right. Those guys, all the Thug Titians and the Captain Solos and the Sergeant Willie Peets and all those Dan Freeman Avenue Rants, all those guys were before me and Tommy and David Carroll. Then we came in. Me and Tommy, I remember with Tommy, I was like, who is this? But he was making so much sense. And I'm part of that that 09, 2010 era. I would say all those guys I mentioned, Captain Solo, the Sergeant Willie P, they probably like 07, 08, like right when YouTube came out. They was putting in work. You know, I'm going back. You know, some guys, one guy, he used to get in, man, he used to talk nothing about Dark Soul 1 or something like that. Like, these some old dudes, man, like Mr. Scorpion but yeah. So with that being said, I don't listen. He started, to me, in my mind, he started getting too complex with it. Like, look, brother, this shit is really simple. Bam, 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 bam. You know, he started talking about the mental psychosis of the black woman, and, you know, he was really surgical with his shit, to the point to where, you know, when you, I just didn't watch his shit. Like Kevin Samuels, for instance. Kevin Samuels was cool when he came out. Now his shit, this sounds the damn same. Weight size, dress size, don't overtalk me. Now, I'm not no Kevin. What Kevin Samuels has done has been beneficial. I would say, don't be one of those guys that just sit and listen to these dudes all goddamn day, and you don't develop no type of thinking for yourself. Like, all you do, you ain't no different than white people and black people that sit around and watch goddamn MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News all day. And then when you go out in public and you try to have a discussion with somebody, you just regurgitating, or you just saying the same shit you heard on damn TV. And that's what I think a lot of people are doing, a lot of dudes is doing when they listen to these Fresh and Fits and Kevin Samuels and Alpha Male Strategies. You know, y'all like some groupies. Now, those guys put out good content, don't get me wrong, but don't be sitting all goddamn day waiting like a damn junkie for them to drop a video. You just over there salivating, slobbering all over, waiting for them to drop a video. No. That's what I don't do. That's what I ain't gonna do. And I've never done that. I see those guys, and if I like the title, I'll check it out. But shit, man, after about 5 minutes of a lot of these guys' videos, content rather, shit, I'm done. I'm not about to sit here. Like, I put it, like, sometimes, I will admit this, when I'm cleaning up my house, I'll turn the TV up loud, and that shit'll be like some back noise. You know, when I'm dusting or putting some damn groceries away, or just cleaning, that's some back noise. But I'm not sitting up here with a glass of damn wine. I'm not sitting up here with a glass of wine laid across my couch, listening to a man talk about women. Hell no. No. But yeah, David Carroll, you know, I took some ideas from him. I don't know if he did from me. Like I said, we weren't close at all. I did not know David Carroll. Me and David Carroll did not talk. We've never had one conversation, one email, one damn comment, reply. No, never. And I think that shit don't bother me. And based off how he is, how I interpret him, how he was, my opinion, I don't think he give a damn neither. We was in some guys on YouTube that so-called had similar views. I've never had a conversation with Thomas Sotomayor or Brother Logic and Common Sense. And they put out some good information. Look, you don't need to be talking to everybody every damn time, you know, to know that there's respect or acknowledgement. I don't need to be all up in your face. We don't need to be on the phone, texting, calling, for me to be okay with you. You know, it's just like truces and beef. Like, look, we agree that we ain't gonna be busting at each other. When I catch you coming out the liquor store, I ain't on you. I ain't on your bumper. You ain't on mine. When you see me, give me a pass. Now, that don't mean we need to be having barbecues together, throwing house parties together. No, you stay out of my way and I stay out of your way. You stay on your side of town or your neighborhood, I stay in my neighborhood. That's how my relationship, we're no damn relationship, but that's how I look at those guys. But yeah, again, I don't want to be revered. And, you know, from my understanding, that there's a GoFundMe, there's an actual GoFundMe for David Carroll. And I looked it up. I did that. I sure did. I looked it up. And it said he passed because of COVID. And I'm saying that, you know, a lot of people like to say, well, it's on the internet, and so I can say it. Look, I say what the fuck I want to say, okay? Look, because people don't tell what happened to him. Well, shit, why not? And hell, it's on the damn GoFundMe site. So, and that's what it says, plain as day. He passed because of COVID, and now they're looking for donations, which to me is unfortunate. Unfortunate. And I'll tell you why it's unfortunate. And maybe I may be wrong for this. I may be out of pocket. But depending how sensitive you are. I just think that as much as a man in David Carroll spoke about responsibility and making sure your shit is tight and G to G, you know, I see too many people, especially black folks, well up into their 50s and 60s, dying without a goddamn, without one damn red cent. To think that, and this is why you can't be following people on the internet. You can be whoever the hell you want. This is what I tell people. You can be whoever the hell you want to be on the internet. Stop following these folks and thinking they the second coming of Christ or something. And I say, oh, man, Painless, what you mean? Where you going with this, Painless? Well, this is where I'm going with this. For this brother to have said the things, irregardless, but to put himself in esteem and to be about responsibility and like, man, like, you didn't, like, man, you got no, I mean, why the GoFundMe? I don't know if it's a family doing this for some extra, but, you know, a cremation don't cost, like, damn, you don't have, brother, you didn't have enough to bury yourself? That's what got me. That's what, and like I said, I briefed you. I may be out of pocket for bringing up the obvious. for bringing up the obvious. Now, that ain't no smut. It's just something that I identified. And I can tell you what, if David Carroll was alive and saw somebody like in a position like that saying, I've heard them say, you Negroes ain't got enough money to bury each other. And then I'll be damned, I go on there. Now, maybe, who knows? But not to have those things that not to have, I would think a guy like that would kind of have his stuff squared away to where you wouldn't have to do that. Because funeral homes, these folks know that, if you got life insurance, these funeral homes know how that shit works, so they'll work with you. But for a family to have to get on the internet and campaign for funds, and then I've heard videos by Brother David Carroll that talked about a lot of us as black men get shot down, and even I said it. But see, I got quadruple life assurance. So there's no fish fry. You don't need to do no fish fry for me. You don't need to wash no cars for me. But, it's unfortunate. And that's why I said, don't revere me. Because I can talk all this stuff online here and then pass, and then I go all, it shows I was living contrary to the very shit that I was saying. I think in some aspect, David Carroll was living contrary to what he was articulating. Based off that. Now, y'all can be like, damn, Painless. But no, if you sit and think, that doesn't take away from what he said. But many of y'all know me, people have called me a contrarian. That was noticeable to me. That was like, damn. Damn, why are they doing a GoFundMe for this brother? Asking for a cremation. Now, cremation is cheap. Shit, a funeral home will burn you up for $800, $1,000 tops. Now, if you want to get, you want to be in front of the church, you got your casket, all that, and, bells and whistles. But for somebody to cremate you, that's what, $800, $900? Like, okay. And I ain't counting nobody's pockets like that, but I'm just saying, damn, okay, skip the life insurance. Okay, you ain't got life insurance. But damn, you ain't got $600 at that age? Now, you 20, 21, you're 20, 600, but, maybe kind of, you need that $600. But at 50, 60 years old, $600 should be some residual shit. Like, okay, I got to put a new starter in, so, like, damn. So that's, like I said, do not revere. If anything you take from this video, people, don't look at these people as a save-all, be-all. Now, did David Carroll, he dropped a lot of knowledge. And but like I said, it began to sound, I really started watching David Carroll maybe like 2 years ago. Like he wasn't even in my, like I had a brother, a partner of mine tell me about David Carroll passing away. I didn't know. And then I saw I saw a couple people do some videos about David Carroll after I found out. Maybe like, excuse me, like an hour ago. And man, cold boy. But but hey, people feel the way they feel about certain individuals, and it is what it is, you know. And and I know I know Kevin Smith as my partner from the crib. I saw some of his videos, and you know, I was listening, and it just made me think that some of the stuff that I've said, some of the stuff that David Carroll has said, pissed a lot of people off. It did. It pissed a lot of people off. And so while I've seen some of these tributes to David Carroll, I've seen some people just go in on David Carroll. And, you know, that's what it is. But you know, a loss of life, I don't look at David Carroll as a figure, like this grandiose figure to me, because I live my life different. I was raised to, I know how to be a part of a team and pull my own weight, but I was raised to handle your affairs alone as a man. And don't look to no man. You know who I look up to? My damn daddy. That's my David Carroll. That's my Tommy Sotomayor. That's my Painless. Okay? But I understand some of y'all don't have that, and no, not to rub it in nobody's face, you know, but yeah, I didn't need to jump online and get and look up to these people. Did they put out the good knowledge? Shit, I don't even look up to myself. I mean, you know, that's why I say don't revere me. I'm just a person on here talking shit. Now, I talk good shit, intelligent shit, but don't revere me. And that sound arrogant or narcissistic, but don't. Shit. But, you know, it's unfortunate for Brother David Carroll, you know, blessed to his family. You know, it's unfortunate. Any loss of life is unfortunate. And, but you know, I didn't know David Carroll. Like I said in the beginning points of this video, I don't know David Carroll. We were not partners. We were not friends. So I'm indifferent. I'm just bringing in, I'm just doing this video because our names have always been like connected. And to just let y'all know there wasn't no corroboration of coons. I've never talked to a brother of logic and common sense a day in my life. Now, I will say with him, he has commented on some of my videos, and you know, and big up and vice versa. But I've never talked to brother common sense and logic. I've never talked to Tommy. Never. Never. But I'm going to leave y'all with that, folks. I'm finna lay it down, get some rest before I hit this road to Alabama. And Merry Christmas. Painless out.